News alert.
Yeah, it is the breaking news of the day. The Supreme Court this morning overturned Roe v. Wade. It means states can now have the right to ban abortion. Our trigger law here in Tennessee won't ban the procedure for 30 days, but Tennessee lawmakers have filed an emergency motion to try to shorten that amount of time. So we are covering that. There is nationwide reaction, including right here in the mid-state. WSMV's Tosin Fikile has more right now from protesters and lawmakers who feel on both sides of this issue. Tosin.
That's right, Lauren. There's reaction and emotions on both sides, like you said, and that ruling by the Supreme Court to end constitutional rights to abortion came down just after 9 o'clock this morning, and immediately reactions started pouring in from people, lawmakers, doctors who are pro-abortion rights. Reaction also came from Planned Parenthood. Now, I am at a Planned Parenthood on Dr. D.B. Todd, and as you can see right here, there are people out here holding signs. They tell me that some of them came out here just after this ruling came down this morning. Some of them said they're here every day in front of Planned Parenthood. Now on Twitter, Planned Parenthood tweeting the decision saying, quote, "We are here with you and promising, quote, we'll never stop fighting for you." Now the ruling to overturn Roe v. Wade comes about a month after a leak of a draft opinion that indicated the Supreme Court was leaning in this direction. This decision by the Supreme Court doesn't mean a total ban on abortion. What it does change is the approach to abortion, meaning women no longer have the constitutional right, and it's no longer a protected right under the Constitution, and throws the decision back to each state. And for states like Tennessee that have trigger laws, this Supreme Court decision could create an immediate ban on abortions in the state. Democratic lawmakers in the state spoke this morning after the decision. Here's what some of them had to say.
This isn't and can't be a fight that only involves women. Men have to step up to be part of this effort to fight for the protection of rights. It is mostly men in the Supreme Court who have made today's decision that upends 50 years of precedent. It is mostly men in the Tennessee General Assembly that have passed one of the most radical abortion laws in the country.
And for these anti-abortion rights people out here in front of Planned Parenthood, they tell me that, you know, for some of them, this is what they do every day. They've had people honking in support of them being out here. They've had people not happy to see them out here. Now, as legislators were talking, one Senator Heidi Campbell, asked what's next coming after this Roe v. Wade decision. In fact, Lauren, one of the Supreme Court justices, Clarence Thomas, in a concurring opinion today, said the Supreme Court needs to look at rulings that protect things like contraception. Well, I'll tell you, we do plan to talk to Planned Parenthood about this and the ruling that came down today. We expect to talk to them this afternoon and get their reaction. Back to you.
Okay, yeah, a lot of reaction today. Tosin, thanks for covering it for us here. It's worth noting again, our trigger law here in Tennessee isn't supposed to ban abortion for 30 days after the day like today, when the Supreme Court then overturns Roe v. Wade. But right now, we know Tennessee lawmakers have filed that emergency motion to try to shorten the time. We are following it for you. Also today, Governor Lee reacted, saying in part, quote, "We have spent years preparing for the possibility that the authority would return to the states, and Tennessee laws will provide maximum protection for both mother and child."